Hi, I'm going to be doing Alex today. Now, I am setting everything up, but normally what I do is before I start recording, I say hello to the person that I'm reading's guardian angels. I talk to my guardian angels, and I just basically tell them thank you, yada yada. Okay, as soon as I did that, it was like all your guardian angels started flooding in, and they are just so happy and excited and mischievous, and there's so many of them with so many different personalities, and it's like if you're at a party, like a barbecue party, like during the day, like one of those just like easygoing parties, and it's like full of just, you're surrounded by everybody you love and you're laughing and there's so much going on, and it feels colorful. It feels like a rainbow to me. If you could feel a rainbow, or if you could just feel like that beautiful party, atmosphere, that is what I feel. And so I was like, I need to just go ahead and start recording because they're obviously wanting to come through, and I want to get as much information out for you as I can because it seems like there's a lot that they want to say to you. So one of the personalities that I'm getting that's coming through is a male figure. It's an older male figure. He is represented to me as Caucasian, or at least fair-skinned. He has kind eyes. He has an older face, so he's in his 70s, 80s, maybe early 90s. It's like smooth skin, but of course wrinkly because he's old, but it's just, I'm being drawn to his eyes, and his smile is just so warm and inviting, and he's not saying much. It's his presence that is giving me chills, and it brings me almost to tears because the kindness, the gentleness, the sweetness of him is so overpowering. It's powerful, and it calms everything else around me. It calms all of the other guardian angels around me in a sense. But then when I bring my focus to the other guardian angels, it's a lot of females, and the image that draws in my head is that Cheshire grin, that smile, where it's a little mischievous and mysterious and magical and just funny in a way. It's intelligent, and it's almost the sense of, I know something you don't quite know, but at the same time you do know. And what I feel for you, Alex, is you are frequently communicating with these guardian angels. I think you're very aware of this, and I think you are very aware that they have a keen sense of humor. They feel very close to you in a way that feels like friends. They feel like very good friends to you, and my feeling is them saying, I can almost hear them, some of them, like 3 of them, it feels like 3, or it's like 3 to 7 of them, and they're saying, we are your friend. So what I get is through lifetimes, like in this current lifetime that you have, they are serving as your guardian angels, but in previous lifetimes you have all incarnated as friends and family members. So you're very close to them, and there are times in your life, this lifetime, where you're going around and things are happening and you're like, someone's messing with me, like God's messing with me, my guardian angels are messing with me, and they are. But it's because they know that you have a good sense of humor, and they know that it's their way of communicating with you, and on a deeper level you understand and you find humor in it, and it's just their way of teasing you, letting you know they're here, letting you know they're supporting you, maybe sometimes to distract you, just to make you laugh, sometimes just to make themselves laugh. But it's all in good fun, and it's all in a way that expresses their love for you, and that you're doing a very good job is what I'm hearing. You're doing a very, very good job, and I'm hearing we're very, very proud of you. We love you. We can't wait to see you. We hope to see you. Talk to us. I mean, they're so communicative, so communicative. It's like literally, if you haven't seen your group of best friends in a long time, okay, now I'm getting, they're like, no, let's talk about this. So what they want to talk about is that they want to point out that if you felt during this lifetime that you don't have that group of core friends, you don't have a group of people who really get you in the way that you feel is so easy for you to be understood, it's like, they're so talkative, it's hard to hone in on one, because when I try and hone in on one, then I get drawn to the gentleman, and he's like further away. He'd be like, he's to my right, and he's sitting down, and it almost looks like green checkered, like lightly, I don't know, or plaid, or I don't know Prince very well, but it's like just a nice little cute outfit. Could even be like a sweater. It's almost like a moss green, or like a little bit lighter than moss. I'm really bad at that. But it's, oh, sorry, it's just there's so much going on, but it's all really, really beautiful. And now the girls are saying like, come on, talk to her, spit it out. They just share the same personality as you, and if you ever feel like you're missing people, like you're missing that core group, it's because there's that longing in you of being with them again, because they are crossed over as your guardian angels. This is what you all agreed on, for them to help guide you through this lifetime, for you to learn the lessons that you decided that you needed to learn in this lifetime. So pre-birth, you had decided with them, and they're like laughing and smiling, like, yeah, you decided to do it, like this is your idea, and they're like laughing a lot about it, like laughing and so much laughter, because they find it really funny, and they see the humor in life, because you know, they see things from a different perspective, and they're just laughing so much, and they just want to let you know that you're doing a really good job, and they do miss you, and they do love you. Again, they can't wait to see you. I just saw the color purple for a second, like amethyst, like a split second, and it's almost like they were trying to tell me something, and it was pulled away really fast because I couldn't reach it, and it was for you. So it's almost like they're teasing me like they tease you, where they'll show you something or tell you something, and then they'll run away really fast, like they'll pull it away, like kind of like dangling it in front of you to tempt you. But it's loving, it's silly, it's funny, it's just like, it's almost like an inside joke. Not almost, it is an inside joke that they have with you. And so they want you to communicate with them more, like, you can talk to us more, or why don't you talk to us more, is almost what I'm getting, like, why don't you talk to us more, like that. So it's not in any kind of way, it's almost like suggestive, like, hey, hang out, you know, like, why don't you hang out with us, just talk to us more. There's a feeling in the back of my head that's like, almost like a thumping on the back of my head, and my lower neck, my upper neck. Yeah. Like I heard two thumps, and then there was a pause, and then I heard a third thump. So we have Archangel Michael, you are safe, and then we have Passion, Archangel Haniel. So it's letting you know that you're safe. You, your loved ones, your home, everything around you, you are surrounded by a force field of safety. As you can see, his wings are amethyst. They're purple as well, so I think there's a significance to that in particular for you and for this reading. We have Passion, so trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. What I feel so far is, again, this is just your guardian angels coming through, the people that I spoke about, these females, letting you know that you are guided and on your path. Don't worry too much about the finer details of everything. Try not to get too caught up in all of that, because you are protected by them. They have full confidence in you. Like, they're literally your biggest support system. And again, it's like sometimes guardian angels, clairvoyance, perfect. I'm getting so many chills through this reading because they're so close, and they're the most fun. They're so fun, and it's honestly a blessing to me to hear from them. And now they're like, ah, it's such a blessing to hear from this kind of energy, because it makes me excited. It makes me so happy and so optimistic to know, like, so through your lifetimes you've been able to develop this relationship, and you have been elevating yourself through lifetimes. And they, you know, sometimes guardian angels are there to really, like, be more of a parental figure. Sometimes they come through as parental figures. Sometimes they come through as very, very protective. And while they are protective of you, they're very fierce protectors of you. No one is to ever mess with you, by no means at all. They are not to be messed with whatsoever. But they love you so much, and they feel equal to you. They feel very much equal in some capacity. Of course, you are not equal to them because you are here in the human body. So you are limited just simply by being here. However, they feel like, I mean, perfect. You guys are perfect. You guys are meant to be together. You have such a close bond, like very, 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 very close family bond to them, and friendship bond with them. They want you to almost blindly follow your passions, you know? Again, just don't worry about the details, because you will succeed no matter what. It's like, what is it that you want? What is going to make you happy? What is it that makes you fulfilled? And we're talking on a deeper level. Obviously, when we talk about this, we're not talking about anything else that is obviously of this world, right? We're talking about what feeds your soul. What is your life purpose? What is your life lessons? You know, thinking introspectively, and just go for it. You know, I don't think that you truly have any problems doing that. And there's maybe some resistance that I'm seeing here. There's some sort of, like, it's fear, honestly, is what it feels like. It's not a deep fear. It's like this sadness, like, well, what if? It's the what ifs that bother you. What if I'm not good enough? What if I don't succeed at that? Maybe this is even particularly in love, or even with friendships or anything. Like, maybe this is what it's meant to be for me. Maybe I'm meant to have all of these certain things, but I kind of decided, you know, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the heartache. It's not worth the confusion. It's not worth my time, because I can find happiness in what I currently have, or what I know that I can excel at. I can have fulfillment there. And they want you to know you can have fulfillment in everything that you want. You know better than anyone about yourself, right? And that goes for everyone. Only you know what's best for you. And there's a part that you are blocking yourself off from because you think those what ifs. And what I'm envisioning is now they've quieted down. They're listening to me, and they're almost wanting to stop me, to say something more, and then I end up saying it, so then they kind of back off. But I do feel that I am missing something here. What am I missing? This could possibly be it. I think this is it as well, and I feel like the one that's probably above it is it. Okay, so we have Shamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So this is a career transition. And Shamuel, I want to believe, is also the one that is for, again, with relationships. So this could be a career transition. It could be a relationship transition, some sort of thing like that. We have Haniel coming in twice. So I would consider looking into this particular archangel. You can pray to this archangel if you would like. This is sensitivity, so you are extra sensitive at the moment to energies and emotions right now. It's a good time to honor your feelings and then take back your power, which I think is the most significant one here. It says to use your God-given power and intentions to manifest blessings in your life. Now, what I'm getting from that is that warm embrace that we have with this archangel's arms, Raziel. His arms are completely wide open. Embrace your power by embracing those emotions and embracing those what ifs. Embrace it. What if the best thing can happen? What if the worst thing can happen? Okay, now what about in between? Let's not forget that there's something in between there that you can have. And maybe your thought is, well, if I have it, then it has to be the best. I don't want to just have it all just to have it if it's not the best. And your guardian angels are here to tell you, you can have the best that's for you, the best that's going to fulfill you, and you're meant to have that. And they're smiling again, they're laughing again, because they're saying that you haven't changed, but in a good way. Like, you've maintained your personality through lifetimes. However, there's a transformation that needs to happen. It's just a shift, a small shift. It's a tweaking. Like, it's fine-tuning you to bring you back into this all-knowing stage, because they are addressing the fact that you are very spiritually connected. You are very much aware. You are very close to them, as we've already mentioned multiple times. And now I'm being drawn to the man again, and he's smiling even more, and he's nodding, and it's almost like he's like rocking, like kind of like back and forth, like yes, yes, yes. Like this is what he wants to acknowledge. This is what he wants to say, and he's also very happy, and he's so comforting, and he's this presence that is even acknowledging me, like telling me that I'm doing a good job as well. So this is all confirmation. They're just so supportive. They are literally, your spiritual team is like, they don't discriminate. They're not just for you. I mean, they are just, they're like, yes, we're especially for her, but it's like, they're so like welcoming and so engaging, and so it's like, again, it's those people that you meet and you feel so blessed to have them in your life, you know, and that's the feeling that I'm getting. And they receive everyone good and everyone righteous in open arms, as all guardian angels should, in a sense. But especially with them, the way that they represent themselves is in this just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way. And so they want you to be able to embrace these parts of you, and in doing that fine tunes you, that brings you into a state of more balance than you've ever felt before. And the reason why you're currently feeling very out of balance and a little bit fearful, and almost very fearful on some aspects of your life. There are extreme worries and stresses in some aspects of your life that you've kept quiet about. And addressing this by following it blindly and saying, you know what, I know I'm capable of handling anything that comes towards me, because this is only a part of my story. This lifetime is only a small part of my story. And I did come here. Like it's like they want you to remember your story. Remember where you are in your story of eternity. Because in knowing that, in remembering that, not knowing, remembering, then it releases this. It helps you regain that power. It helps you understand, re-understand, because you already know. It's like all this information is stuff that you already know, right? In this lifetime, you're very aware of it, but it's almost like at the tip of your tongue. It's like you get it and then it goes away, kind of like how they tease you. And I think maybe that's also like their funny way of also teaching you, because they want you to do all that heavy lifting, but the best way that they know to get your attention is to do things like that, you know, and because they just know you, right? They don't want you to stay closed off when it comes to love. They don't want you to close yourself off out of fear, or out of having to feel like you have to fight for their love, or you have to fight for their attention. You know, it's almost like it's gonna happen regardless of whether you avoid it or not. I think there's also a reminder, like, don't be afraid that you're gonna get stabbed in the back, or like, you know, kicked while you're down, wounded when you're not looking, kind of thing, because they don't want you to hold your heart in. Even with this, it's like being greedy with your heart. It's by protecting your heart, because you have so much to offer, you have so much to give to other people by being who you are, that you have to protect yourself, obviously, right? You have to protect yourself in some way. But by doing that, there is that sense that it hurts you. In the long run, it does hurt you, because that is not what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. You're supposed to be able to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be open, to allow that in, to allow heartache to come in, and then recover from it and learn beyond that, and to move beyond that in ways that you never imagined that you ever could, because that's the way that you release these pains and release yourself from actually losing your power. You lose your power by controlling the situation. You lose your power by controlling who you give your heart to, in the sense that if you truly have feelings for someone, if someone's coming towards you and there is an opportunity there, then you have to allow that to happen, because the only way that we're able to evolve is through love. You can't close yourself off. You have to trust and have faith that no matter what, you can handle the situations that come after you, and you will grow from it. You will evolve from it, because there's a greater purpose in everything that happens to us, no matter how painful it is, no matter how stressful it is, no matter how much it rips us apart emotionally, psychologically, any of that. We are able to recover from that, and your guardian angels are so close to you. They're your best friends. They're your confidants. You can talk to them anytime you want. You can ask them anything you want, and you especially can communicate with them. You don't need tarot. You don't need any of this. When you're driving, oftentimes they'll come through. Like, they're always with you. They're always with you, and they will guide you and support you, because that is their purpose. That is what they agreed to do. All of them are like, go live this lifetime by yourself. You agreed to it because this was a predestined thing. Why did you do that? Why did you agree to it? Because you knew that the best way for you to evolve is by having them on the other side helping you. And they want this more than anything for you, because they remember your soul. They remember your soul's path and your life purpose. Your purpose in coming here, this is for everybody, obviously. But it's number one, to forget, completely forget our soul's journey. And because if we knew when we came here with this controlled environment, we wouldn't be evolving. It gets very, very deep and very, very complicated for me to explain. Not complicated for me to explain, but it would take me a very long time. And I don't feel in particular that it's relevant to fully explain all of it for you in this moment right now. But, you know, it's also about the change in frequency here that does cause mental pain, in the sense that it erases our memories, and it causes, on another level, on a human level, that trauma. Like when you have that severe trauma where you block things out, it is in a way traumatic, that transition to the earth plane that causes a trauma that helps release that part of our memory. You can gain it back, and or everyone, but especially you. And I see that in your life path. I see that in your life path, that you are supposed to be able to envision them and remember them. Maybe there's a brunette that I can see. I'm not quite sure. And again, it could be represented to me in a different way. Not 100%, but it's like she's like, I am brunette. So she's just like, I am brunette. So whatever. She's a brunette. One of them's a brunette. But yeah, they want you to love, they want you to experience things, and they want you to see the humor in everything in the way that you always have, and in the way that they have, because that will probably help you connect to them and also release some of these things that are causing you a little bit of stress, right? I do feel like there is someone around you that is trying to offer you something substantial. It's their love for you, but it's also something that's grounded. Like they actually want to move something forward with you and have something important with you. Like love important, I guess is what I'm saying. Some sort of thing that they are willing to put the work in and have it go somewhere, and you should give it a try. And I think you are seeing things from a different perspective, especially with the Hanged Man here. You are warming up to the idea of giving your heart to another in a way that maybe you haven't in a while or at all. But yeah, so it's probably just, honestly, just confirmation for you, again, because you are so connected anyway that you already know this stuff. So it's just confirmation to listen to that, and that yes, you are doing the right thing, you are on the right path. And again, just talk to them, you know. So we have simplify your life, set your sights higher, a new dawn, divine magic. So a new dawn, I do feel, is very much connected to the Hanged Man, in the sense that there are things changing for you. As far as your personal life goes, I think you did feel stuck for a while. I do feel like you had this feeling that maybe you wouldn't change, or the situation wouldn't change, or like even your mindset. Maybe you were stuck in a mindset that you wanted to change, but then you're like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it myself. And you're putting in the work. You are putting in the work. And you do feel like you have evolved, and you are evolving in a lot of ways that you hadn't, I don't want to say you hadn't thought of, but I think you're coming up with ideas that you hadn't even thought of. We have eternal love and sense of humor again. So look at the humor, the light side of things. Understand that they are, like your guardian angels, are helping you. And they're resolving everything for you. Everything in your life, every problem you've had is already resolved, because you're going the right path. Just follow it. Follow it. Just say, you know what? Forget it. Let's just give it a try and see what happens. Like, might as well, right? And even with simplify your life, it's like, simplify, okay, I'm missing something. They're telling me I'm missing something. Okay, this is what I'm missing. I need to slow down. See how she's reaching for this fairy. This is expect miracles. So I actually believe that they're saying that this reading is a miracle. Now, if you don't ever see this reading, then it would be something spiritual in alignment with the time that I'm doing this recording. Okay, so I'm gonna edit it today and post it. So whatever day it is, I don't even know what day it is right now. This is when I posted it, okay? So if you ever run into this, even like weeks or months later, look at the time of me posting this, because something happen here for you. Where, again, the worst is behind you. All the challenging times are behind you. All those fears are changing in you. They are going away, and you've been able to do this on your own anyway. This is just them confirming, like, you got it, right? With simplifying your life and setting your sights higher, it's about your material life, or your human life, your human experience. Setting yourself higher in a more spiritual sense. So tune in again to them, because they are communicating with you, but you're doing some things, it's several things that you're purposely doing right now to distract yourself from your spirituality. You're purposely doing something, and again, when I say like your material, it's your material world. So whether you're, whatever it could be, whether it's like shopping, whether it's like I'm seeing things. So it doesn't feel like clutter necessarily. It just feels like a lot of things. Like if you're buying a lot of things and then setting them up, like now I need this and now I need this. And it's beautifying your place, but there's this desire from them. It's not a need, because they know that you can multitask with your spirituality, with communicating with them, with evolving on your own time. And they're like laughing because, again, they're like, she doesn't change in a good way. Like the parts that they love about you, well, they love everything about you, but it's like you, again, it's the carrying on of your personality that is just so, they just find you so funny, and you find them funny too. Like you just laugh all the time, and it's almost distracting to hear them like like laughing all the time. But they are surrounding you, and they want you to hear them better, and you're kind of like, you can multitask, and you're not necessarily slowing your progress down, but you're not as sharp. It's not as precise. Again, the biggest message here that I'm getting is the precision. It's fine-tuning yourself, because regardless, you are going to get where you want to go. You are going to succeed in the ways that you want to succeed, and you will evolve, and you have evolved already in many, many ways. Again, don't forget, they're very proud of you, and they have full confidence in you, but it's just their suggestion towards you to, again, just fine-tune it. And I am being drawn to the distance, like especially in this card. It's this repetition that I've had from the very beginning that I saw, but I ignored because I don't fully understand it. Maybe this will help you in some sort of representation in your mind, because I saw it in my mind and then it's being repeated here, and I don't know what this means, other than like maybe going the distance, or it's this long journey of feeling vulnerable. Like your journey is to feel exposed. Your journey is to be exposed and feel exposed, and know that you're safe, to know that it's okay, to put yourself out there in that fear that something might happen, only to realize it's like this long road is full of beautiful flowers and bees and butterflies and rainbows and just everything that can have you stop and be in awe of all the beauty that is, and to reconnect yourself with creation, and how what you do and your mark on life and what you create is in essence a representation of the creation of us, you know. I see this long winding road that's open. It's almost like surrounded by fields. I want to get one more card for you. And then I'm going to close up the reading because I feel like I did okay with this reading. With me too, I feel like I wasn't sharp enough or precise enough, but I did my best, and really that's all I can do. Okay, so create space in your mind and in your heart, and I feel like that's the same. Remembrance, oh my gosh. I love this so much. I love this so much. This is exactly it. This is exactly it. And so even with this is exactly, and I think maybe this is being brought to me as this reminder to hone in on what I'm trying to tell you. With simplify your life, set your sights higher, and drawing in everything here. Don't be afraid of the time that passes for you. Don't be afraid, and don't feel like time is of the essence and time is not on your side when it comes to anything that you want to achieve in life. Anything, whether it's something financial, whether it's something in your personal life, love life. Do not be afraid of the time for that, because you have all the time in the world, okay? You do. Don't listen to anybody else, and I don't feel like you do, but at the same time, there are those deep fears. I mean, it's very normal if society repeats something to you over and over again for you to at least question it, or at least have it somewhere hidden into your psyche about other people's worries, right? It's perfectly normal. It's perfectly okay. With simplifying your life, and by doing that, by fine-tuning yourself, by not distracting yourself, by creating space, because by doing that, by not distracting yourself, it's replacing those habits. Let's say you want to go shopping for 3 hours, then replace that with gardening. Go outside and garden and spend that time gardening, and don't listen to music. Don't listen to music. Don't do anything other than garden, and allow your mind to listen and to speak to whatever you feel you need to express to yourself. And do that. And setting yourself, set sights higher is by setting it to a more spiritually based place. Get yourself out of this world mentally by reaching out to your guardian angels and connecting to them, to hear them. They will help you remember. They want you to remember, like I said, they want you to remember in this lifetime. They want you to hear the record of your life, the story of your life, the story of your journey, not just this lifetime, your life from the beginning of time. They want you to remember that, you know, and by doing that is opening your heart and opening your mind. It has to always come down to your heart, and that goes, again, for everyone, it starts with your heart. Well, it actually kind of ends with your heart. Sometimes it kind of depends, but I see this happening for you. I see this happening in a drastic way that will shock you and bring you to your knees and crying and like palms to the ground or palms to the bed, whatever it is, just like palms down, weeping, truly weeping from joy, from remembering your story and remembering your guardian angels. All of them, not just these lovely ladies, but this gentleman, this wonderful gentleman, all of them. And then I see layers behind them of other angels, guardian angels, a tall man with a dark hair, longer hair, maybe shoulder length. And it's just, there's so much left for you to see in your mind's eye. There's so much there that you have seen, and yet you're only scratching the surface when it comes to them. They can't wait. They really can't wait to hear from you. And Michael, Archangel Michael, coming through again. So we have crystal clear intentions and prosperity. So again, repetition, I'm going to close this out. Keep your intentions completely clear with yourself. What is it that you want to accomplish when it comes to setting your sights higher? Do you want to see your guardian angels? Do you want to do this? And do this when you're gardening. Do this before you go to bed. Cut out anything that's causing distractions, you know, and even with simplifying your life. If you're on your phone a lot, then replace that. You don't have to just say, okay, then I'm going to just be in complete silence and punish myself. Replace it with something that you want to add into your life more, like reading. So find a spiritually based book or whatever. It doesn't matter what book, but something that will shift your time during this, you know. What is it that you want to accomplish? Do that. And again, know your material needs, your finances, everything, it's taken care of. It's taken care of. So go blindly, walk blindly, knowing that everything's going to be fine for you. Everything else, those details, they are your assistants. They're going to take care of that. So you focus on you focus on your life mission, you focus on your life's journey, because that's what you're here to do. That you're an expert in your own life. So do that, and everything else they'll worry about. They'll take care of for you, you know. They're going to be your assistants in this lifetime. They already agreed to that. And just know that they love you. Is this Michael again? Oh, Shamuel again. So look up Shamuel and the other one that I said if you can. And I think I should read these two out loud to you, because I think this is going to be important for you to understand. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's stop, and then we need to stop here. And remember, your love life is important to this reading. I don't think I emphasized it clearly enough, because I don't feel like I should or I need to for you, because you already know, but this is just confirmation for you that everything is happening in divine order for you. Understand that the rest is kind of an illusion, and everything that's happening right now is going to be brought back into balance. Just don't worry about it. And hello from heaven. That is specifically all of them saying hello to you, especially that wonderful gentleman saying hello to you. And beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So that's my reading for you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found something beneficial from this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.